Hey, Mark J, world's laziest networker, coming to you from beautiful Kauai, Hawaii. Got the ocean right out there. My long commute of about 7 feet from the bed to the desk. Just a great day. And the real secret, and of course, as you know, if you followed my stuff, I hate the word secrets. But if everybody knows and nobody accesses it, then it kind of plays like a secret, doesn't it? But the real pattern or secret was understanding how to improve the team. And the fastest way to improve the team, of course, is to improve ourselves. Uh, that's what my friend, mentor, and coach John Wooden taught. The best way to improve the team is to improve oneself. But it led to how does that happen? You know, do you get better at your presentation skills? Do you learn how to get more prospects? I mean, how do you really improve the team? Well, there's 7 things that you can do to instantly improve the team. See, most people, and let's face it, most network marketers, we have blind spots. We have areas that we think we're good at, or we're comparing ourselves to somebody else. And since we're better at most people at doing presentations or prospecting or three-way calls, we don't see that we could improve. So, came across a statement that dramatically altered our business to the point that we were able to manifest instant improvement in 7 different areas. And I want to share those with you. It's all based on one simple statement. Look, if communication, which is really the business we're in, isn't our top priority, then it should be obvious that all our other priorities are at risk. Does that make sense? So, what we did was communicate with our team and ask them for feedback. And by getting lots of feedback from different people on the team, it uncovered some of those blind spots. It uncovered some of those areas that we didn't think were important to other people, but they were dramatically important to us. So let me just get you a couple of these. Number one is, of course, you want to make sure that when you do communicate, that you're clear. So you see a list of 7 questions down here. One of them is, when I communicate, do you understand me? That's really important. The second one was really critical. Um, it reads like this: do I favor one type of communication too much? In other words, if you're on conference calls and you're always in a lecture mode, maybe a lot of people like lectures, but a lot of people don't respond to that. Or somebody asks you a question and you go on a dissertation rather than asking them what's their agenda behind it, what do they want to accomplish. So I found out, and so did my wife, the fabulous Davine, that we had basically locked into one particular type of communication style. And what happened was we learned that that was not the best way to communicate with everybody. So that helped tremendously. The third one is, if I could improve one thing when communicating with the group, what would that be? And it makes it really easy when you're asking for feedback. Sometimes people are afraid to give it to you, but if you ask them, what's the one thing that I could improve on when I'm communicating with a group? Of course, you can also ask that about individuals. Um, and this was a really big one. If I could improve one thing when communicating with you personally, what would that be? So it's very important that you ask these in this sequence, and you can do this by email. It's fine. Send it out to the group. But it really helps if you get with individuals. But I found that when you ask them in the sequence, if you ask what you could do better when communicating with the group, they're much more likely to also tell you what you could do better when communicating with them. Of course, you want to ask them if they feel they have enough support, and if they say no, or they don't say no, but they're not, yeah, it's okay. Well, probe there, say, how could I make it more okay? All right, sometimes you can fulfill their need instantly. And of course, 6 and 7 are huge. 6 is, would you please name one area that I need to improve in? And of course, 7 is, if you could name something that we're not doing. In other words, here's the areas we're asking for improvement in 6. But 7, question number 7, what things are we not doing that we could? And sometimes it's not about improving what you're doing, but it's adding something in that you've neglected or you did at the beginning and you stopped doing right away. So I hope these things help you. They helped us tremendously. When you get feedback from 30 or 40 people, you'll start to notice that a particular criticism or feedback, there's an arc on it of about 30 or 40 out of the 70 all saying the same thing. Those are the ones you want to pay attention to. Now, this is crucial. When you ask for feedback from an individual, they've emailed you and you call them up to talk to them about it, don't defend yourself. When they give you feedback about an area, make sure that you take action on that instantly. If you do, the trust goes up, and of course, they'll be more likely in the future to give you feedback, which helps you improve, and that's the fastest way to improve the team. 7 ways to improve the team. Get 7 different forms of feedback. Act on them instantly. It'll tighten your team. It'll grow your business. Peace be the journey. And we'll see you on the beaches of the world here in Kauai. Right outside the door here, we got a table for you and coffee. We'll keep a light on you. Peace.